That's fucked up. Yo, very odd. Very odd. Eobon Thorn really is the pettiest motherfucker. Did y'all seen the meme where he goes about saying, Barry, remember when you was a kid? Remember when you was with your first crush and she touched your, she was gonna give you a hand job or some shit like that. Do something sexual, you know what I'm saying? For his first time, he was like, I jerked you off at supersonic speeds, Barry. It was me who made you.
Yes, sir. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, hey, all them a try, them can't deny. Nation, young boss. Young boss, is there?
Back to the channel. Today I got for you guys some more death battle. So right now we got Goku Black versus Reverse Flash, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be real honest. It's a bit of a weird ass matchup, just only because like I don't see how Reverse Flash is gonna win because it's a Dragon Ball Z character. Like if a Dragon Ball Z character can beat Hulk, I don't know how he's gonna lose against Reverse Flash. But you know, I'm gonna let this one, you know what I'm saying, slide. You know what I'm saying, because I'm interested in the matchup. But like I said, I think this is a pretty fucked up matchup, just to be honest with you guys. Just because of the fact, like, ain't no way a Reverse Flash is going to win against this character. You know what I'm saying? That's like putting Flash against Goku. Like, Goku's going to annihilate Flash. Like, Goku. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, on some real shit. So I'm already telling you who I think is going to win. I think Reverse. I'm fucking lying, you guys. I think Goku Black is going to win. Because the Dragon Ball Z character and Dragon Ball Z characters do some crazy ass shit in comparison to DC's Flashes, which all they do is run fast and break the time stream. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get into it though. Without further ado, let's go.
2021 is Adam and Eve the sincerest justice.
And the reverse.
Wait, I missed it. All right, cool. There we go.
Goku Black, the body-stealing arbiter of divine justice.
And the Reverse Flash, DC's psychopathic speedster fanboy.
They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
But I'd say the sincerest form of flattery is not trying to kill your superhero husbando. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. What consumes the thoughts of a god? What do immortals dream of with all the time in the world? In Zamasu's case, his one goal was divine justice.
Yeah, this guy's got major Final Fantasy big bad energy all over him.
As the assistant to Universe 10's Supreme Kai, Zamasu prized, above all else, cosmic order and natural beauty.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you know I can burp and fart at the same time? Here, let me try.
Unsurprisingly, Zamasu despised the inherently chaotic nature of mortals, being seemingly unwilling to lift themselves out of their own cycle of violence and stupidity, like some people I know.
Yeah, I know those people too. His heart was clouded until the day he met Son Goku.
With God Ki, Goku
OG Goku. Like, Goku really that nigga, bro. Like, Goku, I ain't gonna lie, despite all this shit, Goku really about the static. Like, Goku would not hesitate to fuck you up, bro. Even if it's just a spar, like, Goku like to fight. I'm about to be on Goku time.
could match blows with the god of destruction, Beerus. Their clash nearly destroyed the entirety of Universe 7, a cosmological structure at least 9 times larger than our own universe. At most, it could even be as large as 13 times greater than ours. Side note, it's worth mentioning that when 2 gods of destruction fought, they were capable of casually destroying 2 of these universes.
And since the shockwaves from their punches traveled across Universe 7 in seconds, they'd have to be hitting way faster than light.
Goku was tapping into his Super Saiyan God form for this, though clearly not at its full strength. While the exact multiplier for Super Saiyan Blue is unknown, Toriyama himself has directly compared it to the original Super Saiyan form.
And don't forget, Goku trained with Whis and fought in the tournament with Universe 6 before Zamasu caught up with him. So by that time, he was way stronger.
Here was a mortal with the powers of gods beyond even Zamasu's abilities. Someone who could bring his dreams to fruition.
So Sammy did what anyone would do in that situation. Kill his master to become the Supreme Kai, wish on the Super Dragon Balls to switch bodies with Goku, and kill every single mortal in the universe.
And thus the deity Zamasu became Goku Black.
Yo, his shit was
Goku
hard,
Black?
bro.
You couldn't be more creative.
Now, you might be wondering, why didn't he
Don't shoot, he's not black. Yo, that shit was funny, y'all. I ain't gonna. Yo, when Trunks said that, I was crying, bro. He said, don't shoot, he's not black. Like, apparently there's a meme going on that Trunks is a little racist, so we're gonna let him slide though. But just Goku 5'9".
Just
Oh,
wish
Zamasu
all the
found
mortals
out?
dead, but that wouldn't be as fun, would it? Black's got all of Goku's strength and powers, but wielded by a genocidal maniac instead of that lovable goober of a monkey man.
And in keeping with Goku's Saiyan heritage and godly ki, Black can easily achieve the form of Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
But
Word?
with a champagneful twist.
Super Saiyan Rose.
That's what it
Rose,
is. It's
really?
God form.
What is he, a suburban wine mom? Watch out before he unlocks Super Saiyan Live, Laugh, Love! He stole Goku's techniques too, like the instant transmission,
Black
where he
Kamehameha,
focuses
Black
on a
Power.
person's key signature to teleport to
Matches
their
and
location.
potentially
He's even got the
surpasses
Black Kamehameha,
Super Saiyan
which is
Blue.
a Kamehameha, but pink.
And
That's
with his
crazy.
Saiyan body, he gets stronger and stronger every time he almost dies. He just becomes
Oh
harder
yeah,
and
he got the Zenkai boost.
harder
right,
to
right.
kill.
Which really sucks for the rest of the universe, because Black is kind of like if Goku just snapped one day and
Facts.
used his powers to their full murderous potential.
Like
Facts.
the God Split cut,
That's the
where
Zenkai
he
boost,
surrounds
right?
his hands with a keyblade to slice you to ribbons. He used this very technique to, kill Goku's family.
He can even extend this Keyblade into a huge curved one called the Azure Dragon Sword, which, along with his Kamehameha, confirms my suspicions that Goku is colorblind.
Actually, Black's Azure Dragon Sword is named after a legendary weapon wielded by one of Earth's greatest warriors, the Desert Bandit Yamcha. Wait, what?
And he
The
can make
fuck?
a scythe and slice open space-time itself to create a bunch of shadow clones. Black, not Crater Boy over here. But his most dastardly weapon isn't a key technique at all. It's the time ring he got from his dead master.
This ring allowed Black to travel through time and even escape into future Trunks' alternate timeline, where he had free reign over the entire universe.
And let him team up with his best bud, himself. Too bad Goku and company showed up to spoil the fun. But wait, isn't Zamasu in Goku's body? How are there two Gokus? There's only one Goku in the multiverse, right? But Goku met Black before he met Zamasu, which means Black existed before Zamasu came up with the
Wait,
Black
what?
before Gokus. There's only one Goku in the multiverse, right? But Goku met Black before he met Zamasu, which means Black existed before Zamasu came up with the idea. And then they killed Zamasu before he could do it anyway, but Goku Black was still around? What the hell is going on?
Sure, it's a classic grandfather's paradox. The thing is, Black's time ring prevents him from being affected by alterations to his own personal timeline.
Oh, okay.
So, killing him in the past doesn't change his future.
What the fuck is the
and vice
grandfather
versa.
paradox?
He's almost
Yeah, I gotta put that in
impossible
the
to kill
comment
because
section.
even if you do it at one point in time, he still exists at another point in time. And another. And another. And another. And another.
Oh god, I hate time travel. Black has crushed Saiyans like Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. Hell, even Vegito couldn't beat him. He even merged with the universe to become one with everything. Like I said, major Final Fantasy villain vibes here.
It took Zeno, the Omni King, the most powerful being in all of creation, to step in and erase that entire timeline just to stop Black's rampage. How ironic. Zamasu's higher calling was the eradication of all mortal life in the universe, and he stole the strongest mortal's body to do it. But in the end, he was always doomed to fail. His quest for power meant nothing against a being that would always be stronger no matter what he did or who he was.
And the universe ended up being destroyed anyway. It's like one big cosmic joke with no one left to laugh.
You've been running around making messes for too long, and now I'm going to choke the life from you. I can't wait to watch you die.
Well, damn. Aggressive. I like it.
Barry Allen, the Flash,
Ah!
is one of the greatest heroes in history, an inspiration to many across time and space. And there's no better example than his #1 fan from the 25th century, Eobard Thawne.
All right,
Come
Wiz,
on, Thawne.
we've tackled a lot of stupid names for things in our years here at Death Battle, but I'm confident that Eobard is the dumbest f***ing first name I've ever heard in my life.
Eobard.
Eobard was completely obsessed with the Flash and dedicated his whole life to studying the Speed Force like a total nerd. Good luck to him, because there's no way he's figuring that shit out.
But Thawne's life irrevocably changed the day he discovered a time capsule from the 21st century. By some strange coincidence, it just so happened to contain Barry's costume. By experimenting on it, Thawne managed to replicate the Flash's powers, turning himself into a mirror of his idol.
And you can bet he totally crapped himself when Barry Senpai showed up in the future and took him under his wing. It was
shit,
a
really?
dream come true.
Until Barry realized that Thawne had fabricated crimes in order to show up and save the day. Disgraced, Thawne promised to better himself before traveling to the past to prove his worth to his hero, to prove that their bond was special.
That's when Thawne found out that Barry already had a best friend, and a family, and a life without him.
Oh,
He
shit.
didn't matter. He wasn't special. He was just a nobody Barry tossed out in the trash and forgot
Wait,
about.
so what did you try to do?
And a family.
Was special. Traveling to the past to prove his worth to his hero, to prove that their bond was special.
So he time traveled. I'm trying to figure out exactly what he did. So he time traveled back in time to play good guy so that Barry could see he was a good person. Is that what I'm getting? That's what he did. He traveled back in time to play good guy so that Barry could like be his friend or some shit. I'm just gonna play it back one more time. Sorry, y'all.
Show up and save the day. Disgraced, Thawne promised to better himself before traveling to the past to prove his worth to his hero.
Oh,
to prove that their
okay.
bond
Before
was
traveling
special.
back in the time.
That's
Okay.
when Thawne found out that Barry already had a best friend, and a family, and a life without him.
Damn.
He didn't matter. He wasn't special. He was just a nobody Barry tossed out in the trash and forgot about. Like my Tinder dates do to me.
If
Oh, wow.
only. When Thawne visited the Flash Museum in Barry's time, he discovered the secret identity to Flash's greatest enemy that in his future had been lost to time. The one Barry was fated to kill in battle. Eobard Thawne. Wait a minute.
Oh, ain't that a bitch? The shock drove Thawne mad. If he
5'11"?
couldn't be Flash's best friend, he'd be his greatest enemy. And I guess also ensure his own future death.
He would travel from
Plastic-
the future to
Oh, he
terrorize
pulled
the
a,
Flash
Hush.
family in the past.
Had plastic
Revenge
surgery
in
to look like
reverse.
Barry.
He'd become the Reverse Flash.
Reverse Flash. We're really setting the world on fire with these names today, huh, Wiz?
Thawne draws his powers from the negative Speed Force, which he generates with every step he takes, just like Barry does with the regular Speed Force. The negative Speed Force gives Thawne access to many of the Flash's powers, including his mind-bending super speed, enough to travel all across time and space in days. He can keep up with and surpass other speedsters like Barry and Wally.
Who once
Okay.
ran fast enough to cross the universe faster than two gods who could teleport. Wally even beat himself in a race, and Barry admitted Thawne was still faster than that. Wait just a second, he beat himself? That doesn't even make sense.
But unlike Barry and Wally, Thawne applies his powers more catastrophically, using them to their full potential without any care for collateral. Take, for instance, his ability to vibrate himself through solid objects.
Objects like, say, vital organs. And if he did, he'd scramble their molecules, causing instant death. Thawne did just that to Barry's wife, Iris, and Barry did not appreciate it.
Thawne's vibrations are so powerful, he can even produce a counterforce that can reverse the destruction of the entire universe.
What
Pretty
the
crazy
fuck?
sounding, but even B-tier speedsters like Jenny Ognats can do the same kind of thing. And when Barry and Wally raced each other, they were tearing up the entire multiverse.
Thawne can create shockwaves with a snap, phase into your body, and possess you.
What
and
the
even
fuck?
speak at such high speeds that you'll hear his words as though they were your own thoughts. And instead of stealing your speed like other Flashes, he can steal your time.
Yeah, Thawne can yoink decades from your life and age you 80 years in just a
Okay, Thawne might actually be able to do a little something, something.
few seconds. Kinda sounds like your sex life, huh?
Like he might actually just be able
But
to.
Thawne's greatest ability is his unmatched skill at time travel. And he uses this expertise to be as petty and cruel as humanly possible.
Thawne wasn't a dummy. He knew that if he went back in time to kill Barry before he got his powers, he'd erase himself from the time stream too. So instead, he'd just make Barry's life suck as hard as he could, push him down some stairs, retcon his best friend from history, kill his mom. He even told Barry.
Hey, yo. He's fucking petty as fuck, bro. Yo, Reverse Flash is petty, bro. Like, this nigga said he went back in time to make his life a living hell. He pushed him down the stairs, took his friend out of the time stream and killed. I know to kill the mom part, but that's fucked up. I have an idea. The night your mother dies, I'm going to be there, a social worker or a lifelong neighbor, friend, and I'll take you in and raise you as my son, make you my son, my acolyte. That's fucked up. Yo, Barry Allen. Eobon Thor really is the pettiest motherfucker. Did y'all seen the meme where he goes about saying, Barry, remember when you was a kid? Or remember when you was with your first crush and she touched you know she was gonna give you a hand job or some shit like that. Do something sexual, you know what I'm saying? For his first time, he was like, I jerked you off at supersonic speeds, Barry. It was me who made you so fast. I was dying when he said that shit.
He'd go back in time and adopt him as his own son. Dude, what the fuck?
That's
That's
another
petty.
big difference between Thawne and Barry. Whereas Barry only went back in time to save his mother's life, Thawne often went back in time to try to fix his own mediocre life. He killed his more successful younger brother, his career rival at the Flash Museum, and every single boyfriend his crush had until there was no one left but him.
And
Damn.
when she still rejected him, he went back in time again and made her an invalid for the rest of her life. Jesus Christ! This
Yo,
guy's a
he's
monster.
so fucked up.
Wait, Wiz, that's impossible. Grandpappy Paradox or whatever. If he went back in time to kill someone, they'd be dead in the future, which means...
Which means he'd never know them and want to go back in time in the first place, right?
Wiz, maybe time is a construct with no legitimate unit of measurement other than the meager attempts man has made to understand the incomprehensible world around him.
Facts.
Well, actually, Thawne was just inside the time stream when Barry initiated Flashpoint, which rewrote the universe while Thawne was technically disconnected from it. So, Thawne essentially broke. Literally, figuratively, mentally, physically, temporally.
Or maybe he just hated Barry so much it defied the laws of time itself.
I bet you he's gonna win by going back in time and pulling some bullshit. Maybe like taking the ring or destroying the ring, some crazy shit like that.
Whoa! More specifically, he became a living paradox, a being without a past or future, literally without continuity. Not only did this mean he'd be unaffected by changes to his past, it made him effectively immortal.
Stabbed in the chest by evil Batman, vaporized by Iris in some sweet, sweet payback, or
Whoa.
getting Dr. Manhattan by the big blue god dong himself. Thawne was always reborn, unable to stay dead.
But more
That's
than
crazy.
anything, it made him immune from consequences.
Unlike Barry, whose changes to time could destroy all of reality, Thawne could
not
do
be killed by
whatever he
Dr. Manhattan.
wanted. He was impossible to stop with no reason to hold back.
He's survived a hit from Barry while he had the entire Speed Force absorbed into him.
So he can't die.
And even Wally's infinite mass punch, which has the mass of a white dwarf star. A white dwarf is essentially the remains of a star's ultra-dense core, which has a mass of over 2 octillion tons.
And he took one of those to the noggin and just took a nap. Man, he must really hate Barry if a sun to the face can't take him down.
But he doesn't hate Barry. All of his schemes,
He
all of
loves
his
him?
machinations, all of his insane timeline-shattering threats, all of it was because it was the only way he could think of to spend time with his hero.
That's
Wow.
really sad.
His
Right?
costume says it all. He never intended to be the Reverse Flash. He wanted to be the Kid Flash. All Thawne ever really desired was to be by Barry's side.
In the end, though, goody little Two Shoes Barry forgave him, and then vibrated away his living paradox powers, erasing him from existence.
Though not entirely. Barry didn't kill Thawne, he reset his timeline, removing the one thing driving his hatred, his relationship with Barry. Without that, Thawne was a normal, happy Flash fan once again.
It's Comics Wiz, he'll be back. And when he does, there'll be no running. He'll always be faster. He'll always catch you. And time is always on his side.
Still think you can take me? Even death can't catch me.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, let me tell you how to reverse things in the bedroom in a flash with Blue Chew.
This episode is sponsored by Blue.
Hey, my son is dead ass in love with Barry Allen. All right. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Let's get ready for the battle!
It was me, Barry. I was the one who...
Jerked you off at supersonic speeds, Barry. It was me. I made you nut.
Mortals, sinners, prepare for divine justice!
gonna lie, that shit in my ear. My fault, y'all. Let's go, Black. You got this.
Oops.
Excuse me, sir. I'm in need of your services.
Oh my God. Yo.
Stand still and face your judgment, mortal!
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
What do you think of this color? Is it not beautiful?
Why did you have to go Super Saiyan Rose? Come on. Let's go, Black!
Genius! I'll end this fight before it even began. Death in reverse!
Yeah, you wish.
Magnificent!
Woo!
Mortals, sinners, prepare for defy!
Yeah!
Why aren't you dead?
Let's go, Black! Woo! Get the boys in here. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah!
Oh, shit!
I ain't gonna lie, that shit is beautiful. This is magnificent. Like, I thought it was gonna be a weird matchup, but this is A-okay. This is perfect, right? I like this. I fuck with this. Oh my God. They're gonna keep going back in time and killing each other. They really gonna keep going back in time and killing each other. Fuck their ways. Quicksilver, really? Wrong one.
To stand atop all things and look down upon creation itself, that is the work of a god!
Empty threats to a living paradox!
Oh! Petty threats to a living paradox. I like that.
Truly foolish.
Sorry.
I told you he was gonna destroy the ring.
How fun.
That nigga really managed to win. I don't know how, but he really managed. For somebody that can wipe out a whole universe, bro. To wipe out a whole universe. Apparently he can, okay, he can win. Okay, all right. All right. Like I said, he was going to destroy the ring and that was going to be the match. But I feel like Goku, so could have Goku Black done what Flash did? Like what? All right.
You know, we've sent enough people to that sun, we really should have a timeshare.
This was a fairly tricky matchup to figure out, least of all for their incredible levels of power.
Black could destroy a universe like ours at least 660 times over. I mean, a punch at least as big as a star is really badass, but that's in another league.
However, there was a lot more to cover than just how many stars or universes they could blow up. At their peak, both Goku Black and Reverse Flash were so impressive they were removed from time itself, becoming living paradoxes, making any attempt to kill either of them meaningless.
Stupid time travel.
It's difficult to determine who would figure out a counter to this temporal invincibility first, but it would most likely rely on a combination of speed and smarts.
As far as speed goes, it's no surprise Thawne definitely had the edge. Yeah, Black's attacks could reach speeds quintillions of times faster than light, but Thawne is a Flash.
Even early in his career as a member of the Flash family, Wally West could reach speeds that were impossible to comprehend and calculate. There are numerous examples of this for multiple iterations of the Flash, many of whom Thawne was clearly equal to.
Plus, he's kind of an expert when it comes to timey-wimey bullshit.
And he could likely overpower Black and destroy said time ring too. After all, Thawne once generated enough energy to counter the destruction of the entire DC universe, which is stated in comics to be at least 100 trillion light years in diameter. That's over 1 billion times larger than our own universe, and over 70 million times larger than Dragon Ball's Universe 7.
It's sort of impossible to lock down the exact limits of Goku Black's upper strength without getting into lots of assumptions and guesswork. He's obviously stronger than Goku was when he clashed with Beerus, but even being super generous with training and power boosts and multipliers, the gap here is way too wide to be able to just assume Goku Black could match this level of power. The DC universe is just too big. And remember, Barry and Wally's race almost ripped apart the entire DC multiverse.
It's also important to stress that Goku Black is not Goku. Goku's drive and willpower can push through even the most absurd limits to potentially match higher levels of power. Zamasu took Goku's body because he's more than willing to take shortcuts. It's an entirely different mindset.
Yeah, and once he took care of that time ring, Reverse Flash had a lot more options than just overpowering Black.
But don't he
With
get
that super
power-ups
speed,
from
he could
losing?
pretty easily
So
scramble
shouldn't he
Black's
be even more
insides or
powerful
age
than
him
he
to
was
death with a
before?
touch. Zamasu may have been a deity even without the time ring, but Goku's body is mortal with a limited range of age. Might have really screwed yourself with that one, huh, Zam Zam?
Goku Black was a nightmarish foe, but Thawne's experience with time travel, ridiculous levels of hacks, and frankly impossible speed gave him the means to take the win.
This fight was definitely not underwhelming.
The winner is the Reverse Flash.
Alright. I'll give him that. I still feel like Goku Black should won down some crazy shit. But I give him to that. Props. I give Reverse Flash his props. He won that shit. How am I not subscribed to Death Battle? What the fuck? Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, yeah!
Hulk Hogan, really? Macho Man?
Oh no.
Oh, yeah!
Really? Really? Alright, that's funny. That was Death Battle. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Yeah, I give Reverse Flash his props. He won that. He won that.